Alright, Luna is like far and away the most popular princess, right? That's just how the fandom works. It's like, if you like Luna, you're perfectly normal. And if you like Celestia, you're probably going to be tricked into joining a cult at some point in your life. And if you like Cadence, you're probably going to be tricked into spending money on a timeshare at some point in your life. And I'm sure some people think Big Mac is best princess now. Princess Mac, what is your foreign policy?
Biting off more than you can chew is just what I'm afraid of.
Do you think you could elaborate on that?
Yep.
Fuck it, I'm moving to the Crystal Empire. But if you like Twilight Sparkle, fuck you. Look at how Mary Sue she is. Thanks, M.A. Larson. But don't you realize that the guy you're thanking so ironically is the only person who's written a full-fledged Luna episode? So, who are you actually thanking? And even though I said Cadence his best princess a while back, that's not entirely honest. You see, my favorite MLP-related thing, hands down, is the Luna microcomic. Pretty much making Luna my favorite character by default. And comics Luna is a believable departure from the princess we saw in Luna Eclipsed. And since early on in season 2, she hasn't had enough of a role in any episode to seriously damage my suspension of disbelief while pretending these two characters are the same. Show Luna is a lot more serious and caring in the CMC episodes, which I don't approve of, but at the same time, that works in the context of the CMC's development. But now we get into this episode, and I am unable to suspend my disbelief in a way that allows me to combine these two characters. Now we have Comics Luna, who is amazingly anachronistic, braggadocious and proud, recklessly decisive, and all-around personable. Or ponyable. And let's not forget actually competent. And Show Luna, who's a loser,
I failed,
whose shame and self-loathing are her defining features.
I created the Turnibus to punish myself for the evil I caused as Nightmare Moon.
And I can tell you're thinking, wasn't he happy about that back when it was Sunset Shimmer? Well, if you are thinking that, first off, thanks for watching my older videos. And second, Sunset was trying to make amends to the people that she hurt, not punish herself in secret. But on the plus side, Rarity got marginally more screen time than Gummy this episode. Okay, back to the negative side. I really hate how Rarity, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, and Twilight's nightmares were all about monsters. I mean, fuck, is that really the best you could think of? You had a perfectly constructed set piece that would have allowed you to delve into the psyches of all of the main characters, and you just blew it. Every other dream sequence in this show has been extremely telling about the characters. And we had a better dream sequence heavy episode this season. Rainbow Dash's dream was okay, so credit where it's due. 1 out of 6, that's still an F. But Fluttershy's dream was so lazy. There's a lot that could have been done with Fluttershy being a pet.
It's so nice to be the pet for once.
As, interesting as that revelation is, acknowledging a different aspect of the fandom today, I see. She shouldn't be afraid of a monster. Isn't her worst nightmare performing? Remember, Philly Vanilli? And now I'm saying someone should try to keep continuity with an episode Amy Keating Rogers wrote. Great. But still, the opportunity to make Fluttershy like a show dog or something, and make her choose between letting her master down and performing, would have been a fair bit more interesting than just making her afraid of a monster. And Applejack's dream, while funny, and yes, I appreciate that this show does need to get its chuckles in somewhere, was a gag nightmare. And a gag nightmare makes AJ's legitimate fear in this next scene seem disingenuous. Wouldn't she have a very similar worst fear to Apple Bloom? Like her family abandoning her or something? My point is that monsters are lazy. Cake monsters, book monsters, dress monsters, pet monsters, My Little Pony G3 monsters. How about some actual fearsome subject matter? Also, they were fully aware that they were dreaming.
This is my favorite dream.
Wouldn't that completely mitigate any fear they might feel otherwise? How are kids supposed to process this information? Kids get over bad dreams when you tell them that they were just dreams. Look, I really just want to know what Pinkie Pie is afraid of, okay?
I did happen to dream that I was eating a giant ice cream cone with all Ponyville while taking a test we hadn't studied for.
And on that note, how did she get back in her original bed? One of my biggest pet peeves in general is when I'm watching an action scene and I go, why the fuck didn't they blank? As in, why the fuck didn't Luna just make every pony other than the main 6 wake up?
What if every pony in Ponyville were having one dream?
I have never done anything like that. The amount of power it would take.
I mean, she can do that, right?
Maybe we should wait until we wake up.
Good idea.
Isn't that what she did to the CMC right here? Why didn't the main 6 dream about their rainbow powers?
You can do anything in a dream, remember?
And if that wouldn't have worked, why didn't Luna just let the thing escape into the real world so the main six could have used their rainbow powers for real? I mean, you wrote that shit into the show, you might as well use it to solve some problems.
Nightmare Moon would have wanted the Tantibus to turn Equestria into a nightmare.
No. Just no.
The younger sister became resentful.
Nightmare Moon wanted ponies to appreciate the inherent beauty of the night.
The ponies relished and played in the day her elder sister brought forth, but shunned and slept through her beautiful night.
The backstory introduced in the pilot was the reason I kept watching MLP beyond the theme, and now they're retconning it. This was a stupid episode. It was just lazily thrown together with barely any thought, and it ruined my ability to pretend I liked Luna. Cadence for life.
I don't want you to suffer any more because of me.
But now I must leave you, alone, to suffer. Because of me. You know, I think this was a side effect of a different type of dream.